fair Verona where we lay our scene, from ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventure piteous o'erthrows doth with their death bury their parents' strife. The fearful passage of their death-marked love, and the continuance of their parents' rage, which but their children's end not could remove. Is now the 2 hours' traffic of our stage, the which, if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss, our toil shall strive to mend.
Hark, fools, put up your swords and know not what you do! What? Art thou drawn among these heartless hinds? Turn thee, Benvolio, look upon thy death.
I do but keep the peace. Put up thy sword or manage it to part these men with me.
What, drawn talk of peace? I hate the word, as I hate hell, all Montagues and thee. Have at thee, coward! Down with the Capulets! Down with the Montagues! What noise is this? Give me my long sword, hollow! A crutch! A crutch? Why, call you for a sword? For a sword, I say. Old Montague is come and flourishes his blade in spite of me. Villain Capulet, hold me not, let me go!
Thou shalt not stir one foot to seek a foe!
Rebellious subjects! Enemies to peace! Profaners of this neighbor's stained steel! From those bloody hands throw your mistempered weapons to the ground, and hear the sentence of your moved prince. If ever you disturb our streets again, your lives shall pay the forfeit of the peace. For this time, all the rest depart away! For, on pain of death, all men depart!
Set this ancient quarrel to approach. Speak, nephew, were you by when this began?
Here were the servants of your adversary, and yours close fighting ere I did approach. I drew to part them in the instant came the fiery Tybalt, with his sword prepared, till the prince came that parted either part. Oh, where is Romeo? Saw you him today. Right glad I am he was not at this fray. Madam, an hour before the worshipped sun peered forth the golden window of the east. So early walking did I see your son. Towards him I made, but he was ware of me, and stole into the covert of the wood.
Many a morning hath he there been seen, with tears augmenting the fresh morning's dew. Away from light steals home my heavy son, in private in his chamber pens himself, shuts up his windows, locks fair daylight out, and makes himself an artificial night. Black and portentous may this humor prove, unless good counsel may the cause remove.
My noble uncle, do you know the cause?
I neither know it nor can learn of him.
Have you importuned him by any means?
Both by myself and many other friends. Could we but learn from whence his sorrows grow, we would as willingly give cure as no.
See where he comes, so please you step aside. I'll know his grievance or be much denied.
I would thou wert so happy by thy stay to hear true shrift. Come, madam, let's away.
Good morrow, coz.
Is the day so young?
But new struck 9.
Pardon me, sad hours seem long. Was that my father that went hence so fast?
It was, but sadness lengthens Romeo's hours.
Not having that which having makes them short.
In love.
Out.
Of love.
Out of her favor where I am in love.
Alas, that love so gentle and his view should be so tyrannous and rough and crude.
Alas, that love, whose view is muffled still, should without eyes see pathways to his will. Where shall we dine? Oh me, what fray was here? Yet tell me not, for I have heard it all. It was much to do with hate, but more with love. Why then, oh brawling love, oh loving hate, oh anything of nothing first create. Oh, serious vanity, heavy lightness, misshapen chaos of well-seeming forms, feather of lead, bright smoke, cold fire, sick health, still waking sleep that is not what it is. This love feel I, but feel no love in this. Dost thou not laugh?
No, cuz I rather weep.
Good heart, what?
At thy good heart's oppression.
But such is love's transgression. Griefs of mine own lie heavy in my breast, which thou wilt propagate to have impressed with more of thine. This love that thou hast shown doth add more grief to too much of mine own. Farewell, my cuz.
Soft, I will go along, and if you leave me so, you do me wrong.
But I have lost myself. I am not here. This is not Romeo. He's some other where.
Tell me in sadness, who is it that you love?
In sadness, cousin, I do love a woman.
I aim so near when I supposed you loved.
Right fair markman, and she's fair I love.
A right fair mark, fair cuz, is soonest hit.
In that hit you miss. Shall not be hit chastity, well armed from love's weak childish bow, she lives uncharmed.
Then she hath sworn that she will still live chaste.
Oh, she hath, and not sparing makes huge waste.
Behold by me, forget to think of her.
Oh, teach me how I should forget to think.
By giving liberty unto thine eyes, examine other beauties.
Is the way to call hers exquisite and question more. Show me a mistress that is passing fair. What doth her beauty serve? It is a note where I may read the past that passing fair. Farewell, thou canst not teach me to forget.
I'll pay that doctrine or else die in debt.
Old Montague is bound as well as I in penalty alike, and 'tis not hard, I think, for men so old as we to keep the peace.
Of honorable reckoning are you both, and pity 'tis you lived at odds so long. But now, my lord, what say you to my suit?
But same or what I have said before. My daughter is yet a stranger in the world. She hath not seen a change in 14 years. Let 2 more summers wither in their pride, ere we may think her right to be a bride.
Younger than she, our happy mother's maid.
Too soon marred, although so early married. She is the hopeful lady of my earth. But woo her, gentle Paris, yet her heart. My will to her consent is but a part. This night I hold an old accustomed feast, whereto I have invited many a guest. Inherited my house, here all see, and like her most, whose merit most shall be. Come, go with me. Go, Sirrah, trudge about through fair Verona, and find those persons out whose names are written there, and to them say, my house, and welcome on their pleasure stay.
I am to find out those persons whose names are here writ. They can never find out the names the writing person hath here writ. I must to the learned.
I'm Romeo, art thou mad?
Not mad, but bound, more than a madman is. Shut up in prison, kept without my food, whipped, and tormented, and... Good evening, good hello.
Ganymedes, I pray, sir, can you read?
Hi, mine unfortunate, my misery.
Perhaps you have learned it without book, but I pray, can you read anything you see?
Aye, if I know the letters and the language.
You say honestly, rest you Mary.
Sweet fellow, I can read. Right. Senor Martino and his wife and daughters. Senor Placentio and his lovely nieces. Mercutio! Hey! Brother Valentine! My fair niece Rosaline. And Tybalt. Oh. A fair assembly, whither should they come? Whither?
To our house.
Whose house?
My master's.
Indeed, I should have asked you that before.
Now I shall tell thee without asking. My master is the great rich Capulet, and if you be not of the house of the Montagues, I pray you crush a cup of wine. Rest you merry.
At this same ancient feast of Capulet sups the fair Rosaline, whom thou so loves, with all the admired beauties of Verona. Go thither, and with unattainted eye compare her face to some that I shall show, and I will make thee think thy swan a crow.
I'll go along. No such sight to be shown, but to rejoice in splendor of mine own. Nurse! Where's my daughter? Call her forth to me. Now by my maidenhead, a 12-year-old would have bade her come. But lamb! Ladybird! God forbid! Where is this girl?
What? Juliet? How now? Who called? Your mother. Madam, I am here. What is your will?
This is the matter. Nurse, give us leave a while. We must talk in secret. Nurse, come back again. I have remembered me. Well, our counsel. theme I came to talk of. Daughter Juliet, how lies your disposition to be married?
It is an honor that I dream not of.
An honor! Were not I thy only nurse, I would say thou wouldst suck wisdom from thy teat.
Think of marriage now. Younger than you, here in Verona, ladies of esteem are made already mothers. By my count, I was already a mother much upon these years that you're now made. But to speak plain, the county Paris seeks you for his love.
A man, young lady, such a man is all the world. Why, he's a man of wax.
Verona's summer hath not such a flower.
He's a flower, a very flower.
To speak in brief, can you like of Paris love?
I love to like if looking I can move, but no more deep line dart mine eye than your consent gives strength to make it fly.
Madam! The guests are come, supper served up, you call, my young lady asked for, the nurse cursed in the pantry, and everything at extremity. I must hence to wait, and say to follow straight.
Follow me, Juliet. The county stays.
Go, girls, seek happy nights to happy days.
But shall this speech be spelled for our excuse, or shall we on without apology?
We'll have no Cupid hoodwinked with a scarf. We'll let them measure us by what they will. We'll measure them a measure and be gone.
Give me a torch, I am not for this ambling. Being but heavy, I will bear the light.
Nay, gentle Romeo, we must have you dance.
Not I! Believe me, you have dancing shoes with nimble soles. You have a soul of lead. You are a lover. Borrow Cupid's wings, and soar above a common bound. I am to soar and pierce it with his shaft, to soar with his light feathers. And so bound I cannot bound a pitch above dull woe. Under love's heavy burden do I sink, and to sink in it should you burden love. It's too great a passion for such a tender thing. Is love a tender thing? It is too rough, too rude, too boisterous, and it pricks like thorn. Well, if love be rough with you, be rough with love. You prick love for pricking, and you beat love. Yeah! Give me a place to put my visage in. Advisor for advisor. What care I what curious eye doth quote deformities? Here are the beetle brows shall blush for me. Ooh.
Come, knock and enter, and no sooner in, but every man betake him to his leg.
Torch for me. I am left wanton's life or acting who the senseless rushes with their heels. Give me a candle holder and look on.
Come, we born daylight, ho!
Nay, that's not so. I mean, sir.
In delay, we waste our lights, in vain like lights by death.
Take our good meaning then, for our judgment sits 5 times that ere once of our 5 wits. And we mean well in going to this mass, but 'tis no wit to go. Why, may one ask? I dreamt a dream tonight. So did I. What was yours? Dreamers often lie in bed asleep while they do dream things true. Oh! Then I see Queen Mab hath been with you.
Queen Mab, what's she?
Well, she is the fairy's midwife, and she comes in shape no bigger than an agate stone on the forefinger of an alderman, drawn with a team of a little atomy over men's noses as they lie asleep. Her chariot is an empty hazelnut, made by the joiner squirrel, or old squirrel, done of non-fair's coachmakers. Her wagon spokes, made of long spinner's legs, the cover of the wings of grasshoppers, her traces of the smallest spider webs, her collars of the moonshine's watery beam, and her whip of cricket bone, the lash of film, and her wagon, a small, gray-coated net, not half so big as a round little one, pricked from the lazy finger of a maid. And in this state she gallops, night by night, through lovers' brains, and then they dream of love. On courtiers' knees, not dream on curtsies straight, or lawyers' fingers, that straight dream on fees, or ladies' lips, that dream on kisses straight, which oft the angry mad with bristers plagues, because their breaths with sweetmeats tainted are, and sometimes comes she
and sometimes drag his shield over a soldier's neck, and he dreams of cutting foreign throats, of breaches and emboscadas, of Spanish blades, of hells, fire them deep, and then anon, drums in the ear, and he drums, and makes, and being thus righteous, turns the prayer to, and then sleeps again. And this is that very Mab that plates the manes of horses in the night, and bakes elf-locks in foul, sluttish hairs, which once untangled much misfortune bodes. And this is the hag that caresses women, and teaches them first to bear, making them women of good courage. And this is she! Peace! Peace! Fuchsia, peace! Thou talkest of nothing. True! I talk of dreams, which are the children of an idle brain, begot of nothing but vain fantasy, which is as thin substance as the wind. This wind you talk of blows us from ourselves. Supper is done, and we shall come too late. I fear too early, for my mind misgives. Some consequence, yet hanging in the stars, shall bitterly begin this fearful day, this night's revels, and expire the term of despised life, closed in my breast by some vile forfeit of untimely death. But he that hath the steerage of my course direct my suit. On, laws, be yes! That doth enrich the hand of yonder knight?
I know that, sir.
For she doth teach the torches to burn bright. My heart loved till now? Forswear it, son, for I ne'er saw true beauty till this night. This by his voice should be a Montague. Now by the stuck, in honor of my king, to strike him dead, hold it not a sin. Now, kinsman, wherefore storm you so? Uncle, this is a Montague, our foe. Romeo is it? 'Tis he, villain Romeo. Content thee, gentle coz, let him alone. I would not, for the wealth of all this town here in my house, do him disparagement. Therefore be patient. Take no note of him. I'll not endure him. He shall be endured. What, goodman boy? I say he shall. Go to. Am I the master here, or you? Go to. You'll not endure him. You'll be the man. You'll make mutiny among my guests. My uncle, 'tis a shame. Go to, go to. You are a saucy boy. Is it so indeed? Be quiet, or for shame, I'll make you quiet. I will withdraw, but this intrusion, now seeming sweet, converts to bitterest gall. If I profane with my unworthiest hand this holy shrine, the gentle sin is this: my lips to blushing pilgrims ready stand, to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hand too much, which mannerly devotion shows in this. For saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy palmer's kiss.
Have not saints lips, and holy palmers too?
I, pilgrim, lips that they must use in prayer.
Oh, then, dear saint, let lips do what hands do. They pray. Grant thou this faith turn to despair.
Saints do not move, though grant for prayer's sake.
Then move not, while my prayer's effect I take. Thus from my lips by thine my sin is purged.
Then have my lips the sin that they have took.
Sin from my lips? Oh, trespass sweetly urged. Give me my sin again.
You kiss by the book.
Mab! Mother pays a word with you.
What is her mother?
Oh, Mary, bachelor. Her mother is the lady of the house. A good lady, a wise and a virtuous. I nursed her daughter that you talked withal. I tell you, sir, he that can lay hold of her shall have the chinks.
Is she a Capulet? Oh, dear Count, my life is my foe's debt.
Romeo, away, be gone, the sport is at the best.
Aye, so I fear. The more is my unrest.
invocation is fair and honest, and in his mistress' name I conjure only but to raise up him.
Come. He hath hid himself among the trees to be consorted with the humorous night. Blind is his love, and best befits the dark.
If love be blind, love cannot hit the light. Then will he sit under a medlar tree and wish his mistress were that kind of as maids often call members when they laugh alone. Oh, Romeo that she were. Oh, Romeo that she were. Now an omen, etc. Out of bed. This field bed is too cold for me. Come, shall we go?
Go to, for 'tis in vain to seek him here that means not to be found.
He dressed his scars and never felt a wound. But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief, that thou, her maid, art far more fair than she. Be not her maid, since she is envious. Her vestal livery is but sick and green, and numbered fools do wear it. Cast it off. It is my lady. Oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she were. She speaks, but she says nothing. What of that? Her eye discourses. I will answer it. I am too bold. It is not to me she speaks. See how she lays her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek.
I me!
She speaks.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo. Oh, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father, and refuse thy name. Or, if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love, and I will no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
It is but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What's Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. No, be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose, by any other word would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes without that title. Romeo, doff thy name, and for thy name which is no part of thee, take all myself.
I take thee at thy word. Holy God, not be new baptized. Henceforth I never will be Romeo.
What man art thou that thou speakest my name? I am so helpless of my counsel.
By name I know not how to tell thee who I am.
Art thou not Romeo and Montague?
Neither, fair maid, find thee dislike.
How camest thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place death, considering who thou art, if any of my kinsmen find thee here.
With love's light wings did I o'erperch these walls. For stony limits cannot hold love out, and what love can do that dares love attempt? Therefore thy kinsmen are no stop to me.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
I to hide me from their eyes. And let them love me, let them find me here.
By whose direction thou saw this place?
By love's that first did prompt me to inquire. He lent me counsel, and I lent him eyes.
Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say I take thee at thy word. Yet if thou swearest, thou mayest prove false. At lovers' perjuries they say Jove laughs. Oh, gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully. Or, if thou thinkst I am too quickly won, I will frown, and be perverse and say thee nay, so thou wilt woo, but else not for the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond, therefore thou mayest think my figure light. But trust me, gentlemen, I'll prove more true than those that have more cunning to be strange. I should have been more strange, I must confess, but that thou overheardst my true love passion ere I was fair. Therefore pardon me.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon, I swear!
Oh, not by the moon, the inconstant moon, that monthly changes in her circled orb, lest that thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all. Or, if thou wilt, swear by thy gracious believe me.
If my heart's dear love...
Well, do not spit. Although I have no joy in this contract tonight. It is too rash, too sudden, too unadvised, too like the lightning, which doth cease to be ere one can say it lightens. Speak at night.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine.
I had given thee mine before thou didst request it, and yet I would it were to give again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
But to be frank and give it thee again, and yet I wish but for the thing I have. My bounty is as boundless as the sea. My love is deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have, for both are infinite.
Juliet!
Oh, listen, listen, dear love, dear. I come not. Sweet Montague, be sure to stay a little, I will come again.
Oh, blessed, blessed night. Being in night, I am afeard all this is but a dream.
3 words, dear Romeo, and good night indeed. If that thy bent of love be honorable, thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow by one that I'll procure to come to thee, where and what time thou wilt perform the rite, and all thy fortunes of thy foot I'll lay and follow thee my word throughout the world.
Madam!
I come, my God! But in no means not only to beseech thee. I come!
So fried my soul,
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the worse to want thy light. Love goes toward love like schoolboys from their books. Love from love towards you with heavy looks.
Romeo,
Mine eyes,
what o'clock tomorrow shall I send thee?
by the hour of 9.
'Tis 20 years till then. I will not fail. I have forgot why I did call thee back.
Let me stand here then till thou remember it.
I shall forget to have thee still stand there, remembering how I love thy company.
And I'll still stay to have thee still forget. Forgetting any other home but this.
'Tis almost morning. I would have thee gone, and yet no further than a wanton's bird that lets it hop a little from its hand, and then with silken thread plucks it back again, so loving jealous of its liberty.
Oh, I would I were thy bird.
Sweet, so would I. Yet I should kill thee. Much cherishing. Sweet good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow that I shall say good night till the tomorrow.
Sleep dwell upon mine eyes, peace in my breast. Where I sleep and peace, so sweet to rest. The gray-eyed morn smiles on the frowning night, checkering the eastern clouds with streets of light. Hence will I to my ghostly sire's close cell, his help to crave and my dear hap to tell. Good morrow, father.
Benedicite, what early tongue so sweet saluteth me? Young son, it argues a distempered head, so soon to bid good morrow to thy bed. Therefore thy earliness doth in me assure, now art aroused with some distemperature. Or, if not so, then here I hit it right. Our Romeo hath not been in bed tonight.
That last is true. The sweeter rest was mine.
Oh, God pardon sin. Wast thou with Rosaline?
Rosaline! My ghostly father, no. I have forgot that name, and that name's woe.
That's my good son, but where hast thou been then?
I'll tell thee ere thou ask me again. I have been feasting with mine enemy.
Be plain, good son, and homely in thy drift. Riddling confession finds but riddling shrift.
Then plainly know, my heart's dear love is set on the fair daughter of rich Capulet. As mine on her, so hers is set on mine, and all combined, save what thou must combine by holy marriage. When and where and how we met, we wooed and made exchange of vow. I'll tell thee as we pass, but this I pray, that thou consent to marry us today.
Holy Saint Francis! What a shame! Rosaline, thou didst love so dear, so soon forsaken. Young men's love the lies not truly in their hearts, but in their eyes.
Thou tries me off for loving Rosaline,
For doting, not for loving, pupil mine.
and bade me bury love.
Not in a grave to lay one in, another out to have.
Pray thee, chide me not. Her I love now with grace for grace, and love for love allow. The other did not so.
Oh, she knew well, thy love did read by rote, and could not spell. But come, young waverer, come, go with me. In one respect I'll thy assistant be, for this alliance may so happy prove, to turn your household's rancor to pure love.
Oh, let us hence. I stand on sudden haste.
Wisely and slow they stumble that run fast.
Where the devil should this Romeo be? Take me not home tonight.
Not to his father's. I spoke with his man.
Why, that same pale, hard-hearted wench with that resume torments him so that he will sure run mad.
Tybalt, the kinsman jewel Capulet, has sent a letter to his father's house.
Ah, a challenge on my life.
Romeo will answer it.
Any man can write may answer a letter.
Nay, he will answer the letter's master, how he dares being dared.
Poor Romeo's already dead. Stabbed with the white wench's black eye, run through the ear with the lonesome, the very pit of his heart cleft with the blind bow boy's butt shaft. And is he a man to encounter Tybalt? Why, what is Tybalt? More than a prince of cats. Oh, he's the courageous captain of compliments. He fights as you sing prick song, keeps time, distance, proportion. He rests, his minimum rests. 1, 2, and a third in your bosom! The very butcher of a silk button. Oh, a duelist. A duelist. Ah, the immortal pasado, the punto reverso, the head!
The what?
The pox of such antic, lifting, affecting fantasticals of thy Jesu. A very good blade, a very tall man, and a very good whore. Like my hair without his row of flesh. Flesh hard, thou fishified. Woo, Signor Romeo, bonjour. There's a French salutation for your French slapper. You gave us the counterfeit last night.
Good morrow to you both. What counterfeit did I give you?
The slip, sir, the slip. Can you not conceive?
Pardon me, gentle Mercutio. My business was great. But in such a case as mine, a man may strain courtesy.
Such a strain as yours constrains a man to bow in the hand.
Oh, meaning to curtsy.
Thou hast most kindly hit it.
A most courteous exposition.
Nay, I am the very pink of courtesy.
Pink for flower?
Right.
Why then is my pump well flowered?
Sir, who is following me was just now till thou hast worn out thy pump, that when the single soul of it is worn, the jest may remain after the wearing solely singular.
Oh, single soul jest, solely singular for the singleness.
Between us now wins things.
Swings and spurs, roll fry and match.
Why now, is not this better than groaning for love? Now art thou sociable. Now art thou Romeo. Oh, here's what we hear.
The sail!
A shirt and a smack.
Peter!
Fan
Fan, Peter!
Let Peter to hide her face.
Stand it!
Her face. Oh, good morrow, gentlemen. Good dean, fair gentlewoman.
He's a good dean!
'Tis no less, for the body hand of the dial is now upon the prick of noon.
What a man are you, one gentlewoman that God hath made himself to mar.
It is well said, for himself to mar quota. Gentlemen, can any of you tell me where I may find young Romeo?
I am the youngest of that name, for fault of the worst.
You be he, sir, desires some confidence with you. Oh, she will indict him to some supper!
What hast thou found?
Oh, no hair, sir, unless a hair, sir, in a Lenten pie. Well, that is stale, for there it be spent. An old hair horn, and an old hair horn, is very gold, full heat in, but a hair that is born, into the forest storm, when it was very feeling. Romeo, will you do your father's? Well, thither,
I will follow you.
farewell, ancient lady. Farewell, lady. Lady? Pray you, sir, what saucy merchant was that was overloaded of ropery?
A gentleman nurse that loves to hear himself talk, and who will speak more in a minute than he will stand you in a month.
Dare to speak anything against me, I'll take him down. And a world lustier than he is, and 20 such jacks. And if I cannot, I shall find those that shall. Oh, and thou too must stand by and suffer every maid to use me at his pleasure.
I saw no man use you at his pleasure.
As I told you, my young lady bid me inquire you out. What?
shall at Friar Laurence cell be shrived and married. Oh, she shall be there. Farewell. Commend me to thy mistress.
Aye, 1,000 times.
Come on.
Before in a haste!
Half an hour she promised to return. Perchance she cannot meet him? That's not so. Oh, she is lame. Love's herald should be thoughts, which 10 times faster glide than the sun's beams, driving back shadows over luring hills. Therefore, do nimble pinioned doves draw love, and therefore hath the wind swift Cupid wings. Now is the sun upon the hindmost hill of the day's journey, and from 9 till 12 is 3 long hours. And yet she is not come. Had she affections and warm, youthful blood, she would be as swift in motion as a ball. My words would bandy her to my sweet love, and his to me. But old folks, many feign as they were dead, unwieldy, slow, heavy, and pale as lead. Oh, here she comes. Oh, honey nurse, what news? Hast thou met with him? Send my man away.
Peter, stay at the gate.
Oh, sweet nurse, what news? Why is thou sad? Though news be sad, yet tell them merrily. If good, thou shamest the music of sweet news by playing it to me with so sour a face.
I am a weary. Give me leave a while. Fine, how my bones ache. What a jaunt have I had.
I would thou hadst my bones, and I thy news. Now, come, I pray thee speak. Good nurse.
Jesu, what haste! Can you not stay a while? Oh, do you not see that I am out of breath?
How art thou out of breath? When thou hast breath, 'tis say to me that thou art out of breath. The tale that thou dost make in this delay is longer than the tale thou dost excuse. Is thy good news, good or bad? Answer to that.
Well, you have made a simple choice. You know not how to choose a man. Romeo? No, not he. Though his face be better than any man's, yet his leg excels all men's. And for a hand and a foot and a body, though they be not to be talked on, yet they are past compare. Well, he is not the very flower of courtesy. Oh, but I'll warrant him as gentle as a lamb. Go that way, witch, serve God. What, you dined at home?
No, but all this did I know before. What says he of our marriage? What of that?
Jeez, who my headaches? What a head am I? Oh, it beats and full of 20 pieces. Oh, my back. Oh, the other side. Oh, my back. But surely you were hard for sending me about to catch my death with jaunting up and down.
In faith, I am sorry thou art not well. Now, sweet nurse, what says my love?
Your love says, like an honest gentleman, courteous, and kind, oh, and handsome, not warrant or virtuous. Where is your mother?
Where is my mother? Why, she is within. Where should she be? How oddly thou repliest. Your love says, like an honest gentleman. Where is your mother?
Oh, lady dear, are you so what? Oh, Mary, come on, my trope. Is this the poultice for my aching bones? Henceforward, do your messages yourself.
You're such a foil. Come, what says Romeo?
Have you got leave to go to tryst today?
I have.
Hide you hence to Friar Laurence cell. There stays a husband to make you a wife. Oh, now comes the wanton blood up in your cheeks. Oh, they'll be scarlet straight at any news. Hie you to the church. I must another way. Go out to dinner. Hie to the cell.
Right to my fortune. Honest nurse, farewell.
Here comes the lady toward my cell. Oh, so light a foot will ne'er wear out the everlasting flint.
Romeo.
My Juliet.
you make short work, for by your leaves you shall not stay alone, till Holy Church incorporate 2 in 1. I pray you, Mercutio, let's retire. The day is hot. The capitals are abroad, and if we meet, we shall not escape a brawl. For now these hot days is the mad blood stirring.
Oh, thou art like one of these fellows that when he enters the confines of a tavern, clanks me his sword upon the table and says, God send me no need of thee, and by the operation of the second cup, draws him on the drawer, when indeed there is no need.
Am I like such a fellow?
Come, come. Thou art as hot a jack in thy mood as any in Italy, and as soon moved to be moody, and as moody to be moved, and what two? And we should have none sharp if one would kill the other.
By my head, here comes Tybalt.
Now, by my heel, I care not.
Gentlemen, goody, and a word with one of you.
Ah, but one word with one of us. Capulet with something. I did a word and a blow.
You shall find me apt enough to that, sir, and you will give me occasion.
Oh, could you not
Take some occasion without giving.
Mercutio, thou consortest with Romeo. Bronson, what? Dost thou make us minstrels? And to make minstrels out of should you find nothing but discord. Here's my fiddlestick shall make you dance. Zoom's consort!
We talk here in the public haunt of men! Either withdraw into some private place, or reason coldly with your grievances, or else depart. Here all eyes gaze on us.
Men's eyes were made to look, and let them gaze. I'm not budged for no man's pleasure.
Oh, peace be with you, sir. Here comes my man. Romeo, the love I bear thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain.
Tybalt, the reason that I house the lovely does not excuse the appertaining rage to such a greeting. Villain am I none. Therefore farewell. I see thou knowst me not.
Boy, this shall not excuse the injuries thou hast done me. Therefore turn and draw.
I do protest. I never injured thee. But love me better than thou canst devise, till thou shalt know the reason of my love. And so, good Capulet, which name I tender as dearly as mine own, be satisfied.
Oh, come.
Dishonorable! Vile submissive! Tybalt! You rat catcher, will you walk?
What wouldst thou have with me?
Oh, but king of cats, nothing but one of your 9 lives. Will you pluck your sword out of his pilcher by the ears? Make haste. Let's mind you about your ears ere it is out.
I am for you.
And Mercutio, put thy ring here up. Come, sir, you're passado.
Hold him.
Good Mercutio! Is he gone? And hath nothing? What art thou hurt? Aye. A scratch. Oh, Mary, 'tis enough. Courage, man, the hurt cannot be much. Oh, 'tis not so deep as a well, nor so wide as tricksters. But 'tis enough. 'Twill serve. Ask for me tomorrow, and you will find me a grave man. Oh, I'm tempered. I warrant for this world. Oh, plague on both your houses' dooms! A dog, a rat, a mouse, a cat, to scratch a man to death! Why the devil came you between us? I was for nothing but I thought all the best! They have made worms meat of me, I have it! And so they do! Oh, your houses! This gentleman, the prince's near ally, my very friend, have got this mortal hurt in my behalf. My reputation stained with Tybalt's slander. Tybalt by an hour hath been my cousin. Oh, sweet Juliet, thy beauty hath made me feminine. Oh, Romeo, brave Mercutio's dead. This day's black fate on more days death depend. This book begins to well, others must end. Here comes the furious Tybalt back again, alive, in triumph, and Mercutio slain. Now, Tybalt, take the villain back again that late thou gavest me. For Mercutio's soul is but a little way above our heads. Either thou or I, or both must go with him.
The wretched boy that is consorting here shall with him hence.
They shall determine that. Romeo! Away, be gone! The citizens are out
steeds, and bring in the cloudy night immediately? Spread thy closed curtain, love performing night, that runaways' eyes may wink, and Romeo leap to these arms untalked of and unseen. Lovers can seem to do their amorous rites by their own beauties. Or, if love be blind, it best agrees with night. Come, simple night, thou sober-suited matron all in black, and learn me how to lose a winning match, played for a pair of stainless maidenhoods. Hood, my unmanned, bathing in my cheeks with thy black mantle, till strange love grow bold, think through love acted simple modesty. Come, night, come, Romeo, come thou day and night, for thou wilt fly upon the wings of night, whiter than new snow upon a raven's back. Come, gentle night, come, loving, black-browed night, give me my Romeo. And when I shall die, take him, and cut him out in little stars, and he will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with night, and pay no worship to the garish sun. I have bought the mansion of love, but not possessed it, and though I am sold, not yet enjoyed. So tedious is this day, as is the night before some festival to an impatient child that hath new robes but may not wear them. Oh, here comes my nurse, and she brings news, and every tongue that speaks but Romeo's name speaks heavenly eloquence. I mean, what news? Why does that in my hands?
We are undone, lady. We are undone. Alack the day, he's gone. He's killed. He's dead.
Can heaven be so envious?
Oh, Romeo can. Though heaven cannot. Oh, Romeo, Romeo. Whoever would have thought it? Romeo.
Devil art thou that dost torment me thus? Romeo slain himself. Say not that
I saw the wound. I saw it with mine eye. God save the mark here on his manly breast.
Oh, break my heart. Poor bankrupt. Break it once.
Oh, Tybalt, Tybalt, the best friend I had. Oh, courteous Tybalt, honest gentleman. Oh, that ever I should live to see thee dead.
What storm is this that blows so contrary? Is Romeo slaughtered, and is Tybalt dead?
Tybalt is gone and Romeo vanished. Romeo that killed him, he is vanished.
Oh, God. Did Romeo's hand shed Tybalt's blood?
It did, last the day it did.
Oh, serpent's heart, hid with a flowering face. Did ever dragon keep so fair a cave? Was ever book containing such vile matter so fairly bound? Oh, that deceit should dwell in such a gorgeous palace.
There's no trust, no faith, no honesty in men. All perjured, all forsworn, all not, all dissemblers. Shame come to Romeo.
Blister be thy tongue for such a wish. He was not born to shame. Upon his brow, shame is a shame to sit. Oh, what a beast was I to chide at him?
Will you speak well of him that killed your cousin?
Shall I speak ill of him that is my husband? Oh, poor my lord. What tongue shall spoon thy name when I, thy 3 hours' wife, have mangled it? My husband lives, that Tybalt would have slain, and Tybalt's dead, that would have slain my husband. All this is comfort. Wherefore weep I then? Some word there was, worser than Tybalt's death that murdered me. I would forget in vain. Romeo is banished. To speak that word is father, mother, Tybalt, Romeo, Juliet, all slain, all dead. Romeo's banished. Nurse, where is my father and my mother?
Weeping and wailing over Tybalt's corpse.
Wash me his wounds with tears. Mine shall be spent when theirs are dry for Romeo's banishment. Come, night. Come, nurse. I will to my wedding bed, and death not Romeo take my maidenhead.
Not body's death, but body's banishment. Be merciful, say death, not banishment. Hence from Verona art thou banished. Be patient, for the world is broad and wide. There is no world without Verona walls, but purgatory, torture, hell itself. The banishment is banished from the world. And world's exile is death. And banishment is death misturned. Calling death banishment, thou catch my head off with a golden axe, and smilest upon the stroke that murders me. O deadly sin! O rude unthankfulness! This is dear mercy, and thou seest it not. 'Tis torture, not mercy. Heaven is here, where Juliet lives, and every cat and dog and little mouse, every unworthy thing live here in heaven and may look on her, but Romeo may not. He is banished. Flies may do this, but I from this must fly. I am banished. Thou fond madman, hear me a little speak. Thou canst not speak if thou dost not feel. Arise, my God, let Romeo hide thyself. Hard melancholy the fair, Romeo arise. Thou wilt be taken. Stay a while. Stand upright to my study bar. By God's will, not so far. Whence come you? What's your will?
Let me come in and you shall know my errand. Come for Lady Juliet.
Welcome, then.
I will tell you with her. Where is my lady's lord? Where is Romeo?
There on the ground with his own tears made to drunk.
Easy to my mistress' case. Blubbering and weeping and blubbering. Stand up, stand, and you'll be a man. For Juliet's sake, for her sake, rise and stand. Why should you fall so deep and oh?
Nurse!
Oh, sir, death is the end of all.
Speakest thou, Juliet? How is with her? Did not she think me an old murderer?
Oh, she says nothing, sir, but weeps and weeps, and then falls on her bed, and then starts up, and then Tybalt calls, and then Romeo cries, and then falls down again.
As if that name shot from the deadly level of a god did murder her. Oh, tell me, Friar! Tell me what vile part of this anatomy doth my name lodge! Tell me that I'm exactly woman! Who left us for hands? Art thou a man? Thy form cries out thou art! Thy tears are womanish. Thy wild ass to note the unreasonable fury of a beast. Unseemly woman in a seeming man. An ill-beseeming beast in seeming both. Hast thou slain Tybalt? Wilt thou slay thyself? And slay thy lady that in thy life lives by doing death and pain upon thyself? A pack of blessings lies upon thy back, but like a misshaved and a sullen wench, thou pounce upon thy fortune and thy love. Go, get thee to thy love as was decreed. Ascend her chamber hence and comfort her. But look you stay not till the watch be set, for then thou canst not pass to Mantua, where thou shalt live till we can find a time to blaze your marriage, reconcile your friends, beg pardon of the prince, and call thee back with 20,000 times more joy than thou wentst forth in lamentation. Go before, nurse. Commend thee to thy lady. Romeo is coming.
My lord, tell my lady you will come.
Do so, and bid my suite prepare to chide. Give me thy hand. 'Tis late. Farewell. Good night.
But that a joy past joy calls out on me. It were a grief so brief to part with thee. Farewell.
hill. Look, love, what envious streets do lace the severing clouds in yonder east. Night's candles are burnt out, and jocund day stands tiptoe on the misty mountaintops. I must be gone and live, or stay and die.
Your light is not daylight, I know it I. It is some meteor that the sun exhales, to be to thee this night a torchbearer, and light thee on thy way to Mantua. Therefore stay yet, thou needst not be gone.
Let me be taken. Let me be put to death. I have more care to stay than will to go. Come, death, and welcome. Truly I wills it so. How is my soul? Let's talk, it is not day.
It is. It is. Hie hence, be gone away. It is the lark that sings so out of tune, straining harsh discords and unpleasing sharps. Oh, now be gone. More light and light it grows.
More light and light, more dark and darker our woes.
Madam!
Nurse!
Your lady mother is coming to your chamber. The day is broke. Be wary. Look about.
The window let day in, let light out.
Farewell. Farewell. One kiss, and I'll descend.
Thou thinkest that we shall meet again?
I doubt it not. And all these woes shall serve for sweet discourses of our times to come.
God, I have no divining soul. Methinks I see thee now, thou art so lowless when dead at the bottom of a tomb. Either my eyesight fails or thou lookest pale.
Trust me, love, in my eyes, so do you. Dry sorrow drinks our blood. Adieu. Adieu.
Send back. Are you awake?
Oh, how now, Juliet.
Madam, I am not well.
Evermore weeping for your cousin's death? What, will you wash him from his grave with your tears? And even if thou couldst not make him live, therefore have done. Some grief shows much of love, much of grief still shows some want of wit.
If nothing weep for such a feeling lost.
Oh, thou weepst not so much for his death, but that the villain who slaughtered him lives.
What villain, madam?
We will have vengeance on it, fear thou not, and weep no more. I'll send to one in Mantua, where that same banished renegade doth live, shall make him such an unaccustomed dram that he will soon keep Tybalt company, and then I hope thou wilt be satisfied.
Indeed, I never shall be satisfied with Romeo till I behold him dead. If you could find out that a man to bear a poison, madam, I would temper it, that Romeo should, upon receipt thereof, soon sleep in quiet. Oh, how my heart abhors to hear him named, and cannot come to him to wreak the love I bore my cousin upon a hand that slaughtered him.
Now I'll tell thee of joyful tidings, girl.
What are they, besieger? Please,
Well, thou hast a careful father, one whom to put thy from thy heaviness has sorted out a sudden day of joy.
in happy time. Madam, what day is that?
Early next Thursday morn, the young, gallant, noble gentleman, the County Paris, at St. Peter's Church shall happily make thee there a joyful bride.
Now by St. Peter's Church and Peter too, he shall not make me there a joyful bride. Go and tell my father, madam, I shall not marry yet, and when I do, I swear it shall be Romeo, whom you know I hate, rather than Paris. These expectants indeed.
Here comes your father. Tell him so yourself and see how he will take it at your hand. How now, conduit girl? What, still in tears? Evermore showering? How now, wife, have you delivered to her our decree? I have, and she thanks you, but she will have none. I would the fool were married to her grave. How will she none? Does she not give us thanks? Is she not proud? Does she not count her blessed, unworthy as she is, that we have brought so worthy a gentleman to be her bridegroom?
Not proud you have, but thankful that you have. Proud can I never be of what I hate, but thankful even for hate that is meant love.
How? 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 Shut up, logic! What is this proud? And I thank you not, and yet not proud. Mistress Minion, you thank me no thankings, nor proud me no prouds, but filled with fine joints, gainst Thursday night to go with Paris to St.
to me, I'll not speak a word. Do what thou wilt. I have done with thee.
Oh God! Oh, nurse, how shall this be prevented? Some comfort, nurse!
Faith, here it is. Romeo is banished, all the world to nothing, but he dares ne'er come back to challenge you, or if he do, it must needs be by stealth. So since the case so stands as it now doth, I think it best you marry the county. Oh, he's a lovely gentleman. Romeo's a dish clout to him, an eagle, madam, hath not so green, so fair, so quick an eye as Paris hath. Beshrew my merry heart. I think you are happy in this second match, for it excels you first. Or if it did not, your first is dead. Or 'twere as good he were as living here, and no use of him.
Speakest thou from thy heart?
And from my soul too, or else beshrew them both.
Amen.
What?
Well, thou hast comforted me marvelous much. Go in and tell my lady I am gone, having displeased my father to word and son, to make confession and to be absolved.
Marry, I will, and this is wisely done.
Ancient damnation! O most wicked fiend! Thou and my bosom henceforth shall be in twain. Out to the friar to know his remedy. If all else fail, myself the power to die.
On Thursday, sir, the time is very short. You say you do not know the lady's mind.
Moderately she weeps for Tybalt's death, and therefore my little talk with love.
Look, sir, here comes the lady toward myself.
Happily met, my lady, and my wife.
That may be, sir, when I may be a wife.
That maybe must be love on Thursday next.
What must be shall be.
That's a certain text.
Come you to make confession to this father?
Answer that I should confess to you.
Poor soul. Thy face is much abused with tears. Thy face is mine, and thou hast slandered it.
It may be, for it is not mine own. Are you at leisure now, Holy Father, or shall I come to an evening mass?
My leisure serves me pensive daughter now, my lord. We must entreat this time alone.
God shield I should disturb devotion. Juliet, early Thursday will I rouse you. Till then, adieu, and keep this holy kiss.
Oh, shut the door! And when thou hast done so, come weep with me. Past hope, past cure, past to help.
Oh, Juliet, I already know thy grief. It strains me past the comfort of my wits.
Tell me not that thou hearest of this, unless thou tell me how I may prevent it. Give me some present counsel, or behold, twixt my streams and me this night. Be not so long to speak. I long to die, but thou speak not of remedy.
Hold, daughter. I do spy a kind of hope. If, rather than to marry County Paris, thou hast the strength of will to slay thyself, then 'tis likely thou wilt undertake a thing like death, to chide away the shame. And, if thou darest, I'll give thee remedy.
Oh, bid me leave rather than marry Paris, and I will do it without fear or doubt.
Hold then. Go home. Be merry. Give consent to marry Paris. Wednesday is tomorrow. Let not the nurse lie with thee in thy chamber. Take thou this vial, being then in bed, and this distilling liquor drink thou off. When presently through all thy veins shall run a cold and drowsy humor, for no pulse shall keep his native progress but surcease. No warmth, no breath shall testify thou livest, and in this borrowed likeness of shrunk death thou shalt continue 42 hours, and then awake as from a pleasant sleep. Now, when the bridegroom in the morning comes to rouse thee from thy bed, there art thou dead. Thou shalt be borne to that same ancient vault where all the kindred of the Capulets lie. In the meantime, against thou shalt wake, shall Romeo by my letters know our drift, and hither shall he come, and he and I will watch thy waking. And that very night shall we bear thee hence to Mantua.
Give me, yes. Tell me not of fear.
Go. Bid be gone. Be strong and prosperous in this resolve. I'll send a friar with speed to Mantua with my letters to thy lord.
Love give me strength, and strength shall help afford. Farewell to your father.
What? Is my daughter going to Friar Laurence?
Aye, forsooth.
Well, if he may chance to do some good on her.
See where she comes from shrift with a merry look.
How now, my headstrong? Where have you been gadding?
Where I have learned to repent me the sin of disobedient opposition to you and your behests. Pardon, I beseech you. Henceforward I am ever ruled by you.
I'm glad on't. This is well. Stand up.
Nurse, will you go with me into my closet to help me sort such needful ornaments as you think fit to furnish me tomorrow?
No, not till Thursday. There is time enough. Go, nurse. Go with her. We'll to church tomorrow. We will be short in our provision. 'Tis now near night. Tut, I will stir about, and all things shall be well. A worthy wife. Go thou to Juliet. Help to deck up her. Let me alone. I'll not to bed tonight. I'll play the housewife for this once. Are you busy? Need you my help?
No, madam. Let me not be left alone. And let the nurse this night sit up with you, for I am sure you have your hands full all in this so sudden business.
Good night. Get thee to bed and rest, for thou hast need.
Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. I have a faint cold fear thrills through my veins that almost freezes up the heat of life. I'll call them back again to comfort me. Nurse! What should she do here? My dismal scene, I needs must act alone. Come back. What if this mixture do not work at all? Shall I be married then tomorrow morning? No! No. Who shall forbid it? Lie thou there. How if, when I am weighed into the tomb, I wake before the time Romeo comes to redeem me? Well, that's a fearful point. Shall I not then be stifled in the vault, to whose foul mouth no healthsome air breathes in, and there die strangled ere my Romeo comes? Or, if I live, is it not very like the horrible conceit of death and night, together with the terror of the place, as in a vault, an ancient receptacle, where for this many hundred years the bones of all my buried ancestors are packed, where bloody Tybalt, yet but green in earth, lies festering in his shroud, where, as they say, at some hours of the night, spirits resort. Oh, if I wake, shall I not be distraught, environed with all these hideous fears, and madly play with my forefather's joints, and pluck the mingled Tybalt from his shroud, and, in this rage, with some great kinsman's bones, as with the club, dash out my desperate brains? Oh, look! Methinks I see my cousin's ghost, seeking out Romeo that did spit him upon a rapier point. Stay, Tybalt! Stay. Romeo. 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 Here's drink. I drink to thee.
Mistress! What, mistress? Juliet, fast thy word and mercy. Why, lamb! Why, lady! Why, you slug of bed! Why, love, I say! Madam! Sweetheart! Why, bride! I let the county take you in your bed! You'll frighten
slanderer. How sweet is love itself possessed, when but love's shadows are so rich in joy. News from Verona. How now, Peter? How doth my lady? How doth my Juliet?
Oh, pardon me for bringing these ill news. Her body sleeps in Capul's monument, and her mortal heart with angels lives. I saw her laid low in her kindred's vault, and presently took post to tell it you.
Is it even so? Then I defy you, stars. Go. I have post horses. I will hence tonight. Leave me and do the thing I bid thee do. Pass down the letters to me from the friar.
No, my good lord.
No matter. Get thee gone. Oh, Juliet, I will lie with thee tonight. I do remember an apothecary, and hereabouts he dwells, which late I noted. And if a man can eat a poison now, who sailed with present death in Mantua, here lives a caitiff wretch with celibate. As I remember, this should be the house. What ho! Apothecary!
Who calls so loud?
Come hither, man. I see that thou art poor. Hold! Here is 40 ducats. Let me have a dram of poison, such soon speeding here, as will disperse itself through all the veins, that the life-weary taker may fall dead.
For such mortal potions I have, but Mantua's law is death to any he that utters them.
Art thou so bare and full of wretchedness and fearest to die? Famine is in thy cheeks, need and oppression starveth in thy eyes, contempt and beggary hangs upon thy back. The world affords no law to make thee rich, then be not poor, but break it and take this.
My poverty, but not my will, consents.
Pay thy poverty and not thy will.
Take this, and put it in any liquid you will, and drink it off. And if you had the strength of 20 men, it would soon dispatch you straight.
Here is thy book. Worse poison to men's souls, doing more murder in this loathsome world than these poor compounds thou mayst not sell. I sell thee poison. Thou hast sold me none. Farewell. Buy food and get thyself in flesh. Come cordial, and not poison. Go with me to Juliet's grave, for there must I use thee.
Oh, holy Franciscan friar, brother, ho!
This same should be the voice of Friar John. Welcome from Mantua. What says Romeo? Or, if his mind be rich, give me his letter.
Going to find a barefoot brother out, one of our order to associate me, here in the city visiting the sick, and finding him, the searchers of the town, suspecting we both were in a house where the infectious pestilence did reign, sealed up the doors and would not let us forth, so that my speed to Mantua there overstayed.
Who bear my letter then to Romeo?
I could not send it, here it is again. Nor can a messenger bring it thee, so fearful were they of infection.
Unhappy fortune! By my brotherhood, the letter was not nice, but full of charge, of dear import, and the neglecting of it may do much danger. Go before, brother. I must to the monument alone. Within these 3 hours will fair Juliet wake.
Sweet flower, with flowers thy bridal bed I strew. Oh, woe! Thy canopy is dust and stones, which with sweet water nightly I will do, or wanting that with tears distilled by moans. The obsequies that I from thee will keep nightly shall be to strew thy grave and weep. A cursed foot wanders this way tonight, to cross my obsequies in true love's right. Well, with a torch, muffle me night while.
Give me the light. Upon thy life I charge thee. Whate'er thou hearest or seest, stand all aloof, for if thou jealous dost return to pry, by heaven I will tear thee joint by joint, and strew this hungry churchyard with thy lips.
I will be gone, sir, and not trouble ye.
How detestable law! O womb of death, gorged with the dearest morsel of the earth. Thus I enforce thy rotten jaws to open, and in despite will cram thee with more food.
This is that banished haughty Montague that murdered my love's cousin. admiration.
Wilt thou provoke me? Then have at me, boy!
Let me with Juliet.
Faith, I will. Let me peruse this face. Mercutio's kinsman, the noble county Paris. What said Peter as my betossed soul did not attend him as we rode? I think he told me Paris should have married Juliet. Said he not so? Did I dream it was so? Or am I mad hearing him talk of Juliet to think it was so? Oh, give me thy hand. I'll bury thee in a triumphant grave. A grave. Oh no. A lantern. Slaughtered youth. For here lies Juliet. Her beauty makes this vault a feasting presence full of light. Death, lie thou there. Oh, my love, my wife. Death that hath sucked the honey of thy breath hath had no power yet upon thy beauty. Thou art not conquered. Beauty's ensign yet is crimson in my lips and in my cheeks. And death's pale flag has not advanced there. Tybalt, liest thou there in my bloody sheets? Oh, forgive me, cousin. Oh, dear Juliet, why art thou yet so fair? Shall I believe that unsubstantial death is amorous, and that the lean, abhorrent monster keeps thee here in dark to be his paramour? For fear of that, I still will stay with thee, and never from this palace of dim night depart again. Hence, here will I remain, with worms that on thy chamber remains. Oh, here will I set up my everlasting rest, and shake the yoke of inauspicious stars from this world-wearied flesh. Eyes, look your last. Arms, take your last embrace. And lips, oh you that are the doors of breath, seal with a righteous kiss a dayless bargain to engrossing death. Here's to my love. Oh, true apothecary. My drugs are quick. Thus, with a kiss, I'm done. Alack, alack, what blood is this that stains the stony
enemies. Capulet, melancholy. See what a scourge is laid upon your hate, and heaven finds means to kill your joys with love. And I, for winking at your discords too, have lost a brace of kinsmen. All are punished. A gloomy peace this morning with it brings. The sun, for sorrow will not show his head. Go, hence, and have more talk of these sad things, for never was there a story of war